Dealing with a code like P02BE can be a bit intimidating because it means your engine is reaching its absolute limit on how much fuel it can add to cylinder number 10 to keep it running correctly. This generic code indicates that the powertrain control module has detected an extremely lean condition in that specific cylinder, which means there is way too much air and not enough fuel in the mix. Since this code is for cylinder 10, you are obviously working on a powerful V10 or V12 engine like those found in some high-end trucks or luxury cars, so the stakes are a bit higher for your engine health. Your car constantly monitors the exhaust gases using oxygen sensors and adjusts the fuel injector pulse width to keep everything balanced, but when it has to increase the fuel by more than 25% and still cannot fix the problem, it triggers this warning. You will likely feel a noticeable loss of power or a stumble when you try to speed up, and the engine might take a few extra seconds to start up in the morning. Common culprits include a clogged or leaking fuel injector on that specific cylinder, or perhaps a vacuum leak near the intake manifold that is letting unmetered air into the system. You should also consider a failing fuel pump or a dirty mass air flow sensor as potential causes. To start your diagnosis, you should listen for any hissing sounds around the engine bay that might point toward a cracked vacuum line or a bad gasket. It is also a smart move to check the fuel injector for cylinder 10 to see if it is wet with fuel, which would mean it has a physical leak and needs to be replaced. You can use a digital voltmeter to make sure the injector is receiving the correct voltage and a ground pulse from the computer. If the fuel pressure is lower than the manufacturer's specifications, you might need to look at replacing the fuel filter or the fuel pump itself. If you find that the fuel system is working perfectly, but you are still getting this code, it might be an issue with a faulty oxygen sensor or even a mechanical problem deep inside the engine. Because running a cylinder too lean can cause extreme heat and lead to catastrophic engine failure, like a melted piston, you should not drive the vehicle long distances with this code active. If you cannot find a simple vacuum leak or a bad fuse, it is definitely time to visit a professional diagnostician who can perform a proper fuel trim analysis and save your engine from serious damage.